This is my lesson TV, and today we are going to talk about circle theorem. In case this is your first time watching a video on this channel, I would advise that to check out the other videos, okay, so that it makes your learning easy. Okay, so we are going to talk about what a circle is, okay, and then we're going to discuss the parts of a circle. So we're referring to the circumference. We're going to learn a circumference, the diameter, the radius. Then we're going to talk about an arc, major arc, and what a major arc is and what a minor arc is, and then chords, and then segment. We also have a major segment and a minor segment. Okay, so I'll have to draw a circle for you. Okay, but what then is a circle? A circle is just a plane or a plane closed shape, okay, or it's just a curve traced out by a point. Okay, so when I put the compass here, okay, the compass, the tip of the pencil is starting at a point. Okay, I'm going to inscribe a circle, but this point is going to travel, okay, along this path, and at each point along this path, the distance from the center, okay, is constant. Okay, that's what makes a circle a special shape. So this is the center O. This is the center O. Okay, and we are saying that a circle is a curve traced out by a point. So we started here, a point that moves so that its distance, okay, from the center is always constant. Okay, and we call that distance radius. Okay, so the distance from the center to the any point along the path traveled by the point is the radius r. Okay, so from one point on the path to another point on the path through the center, okay, gives us the diameter. So this is the radius, and then if I extend this line, if I extend the radius to also trace to another point on the path, will give us the diameter. So this whole length AB is the diameter. Okay, so AB is the diameter, and then R is the radius. So now we know what a diameter is, and then we know what a radius is. Okay, now a circumference. The circumference is just the whole path that was taken by the particle. Okay, so this whole path is a circumference. In other words, the perimeter. Okay, if I take a plane figure like a rectangle, okay, this is the perimeter. But we are saying that for a circle, the perimeter of a circle is a circumference. Okay, so we have another name. That's a circumference. So we have the circumference. Now, an arc. What is an arc? An arc is just a part of the circumference. Okay, so from, say, let this point be C and this be D. Okay, so from C to D, this part of the circumference is called an arc. So this is an arc. Okay, so CD is an arc. So CD is the arc. But we have a major arc and a minor arc. How does this come about? Whenever I draw a circle, so let me make a freehand sketch. Whenever I make a freehand sketch of a circle, okay, and I choose this portion of the circle to be the arc. Okay, if I choose this point to be the arc, we can see that we also have another arc. So from this point to that point, we have an arc. An arc is a part of the circumference. But after we've been able to highlight this arc, we also have an arc here. This is also an arc. It's part of the circumference. Okay, but what's the difference? This is smaller and this is bigger, so therefore we call this a major arc, and this will be a minor arc. This will be a minor arc. So that's our major arc, and this is our minor arc. Now we also have chords. So chords are lines that touch the circle at 2 points. Okay, so this line, so from this point to that point, I think I should do it here. So from this point to that point, so let's say EF. So line EF is a chord. This is another chord. This is also another chord. So line EF. Line EF is a chord. Okay. So there's a special relationship between a chord and a diameter. So a diameter is also a chord. This is a chord, this is a chord. But the special thing about the diameter is that the diameter is the longest chord. So if you continue drawing lines, you see that the line that passes through the center, okay, touches two points on the circumference and passes through the center at the same time, is the longest chord. Okay, so we are saying that the diameter is the longest chord. Okay, so the diameter is the longest chord. Okay, we also have something called segment. So whenever we draw a chord, we divide the circle into two areas. Okay, so a chord divides the circle into two parts or areas, but the diameter divides the circle into two equal halves, okay, or two equal areas. So this is a chord, and we are seeing an area formed here. So this area, we also have an area formed here. So let me draw that. Let me make it smaller so that you can actually appreciate what I'm talking about. So you have a circle. This is our center O, and this is a chord EF. So we are saying that this portion is the minor segment, and this portion illustrated by horizontal lines. Okay, this portion of the circle. So we are saying that the one I've highlighted in yellow, okay, the portion of the circle highlighted in yellow is the minor segment. So this is the minor segment, and the one in I'm going to highlight now in orange is the major segment. Okay, that is the major segment. Yeah, so that's the major segment. So you have a minor segment and a major segment. Now we also have a special line called a tangent. Okay, the special thing about a tangent is that a tangent touches the circle at only one point. Okay, so a tangent can be any line. So far as you touch the circle at just one point, you are described as a tangent. Okay, so this is a tangent. Okay, so AB, this is also another tangent. Let's say at point F, we can have a line touching the circle at just one point. So this is also another tangent. Okay, but so there's a relationship between the radius and the tangent. Okay, when you measure the angle formed, you see that it is 90 degrees. Okay, so I think here I'm going to do a quick recap on what we've done. So this is a circle. Okay, that's the center O, and the path traced by the point, the path traced by a particle, that is, so this whole part is a circumference. Okay, and the radius is from this point A to point O, and the AB is a diameter. The diameter divides the circle into two equal halves. EF is a chord, and the segment is this small area. There's a minor segment, there's a major segment, and there's the arc. There's the major arc. Thank you very much.